with It Works Global, and I'm about to do kind of a live team training with some of my team members about what we're going to be doing moving forward in November and beyond 2015 to kind of streamline this business and focus on results and get things done. So this is really not just for rubies and above or whatever. It's a training on what we're going to focus on to get everybody moving, to make sure everyone is reaching their goals, which the best way to do this is to focus on building rubies. This whole company, everything that we have is based on rubies. Every structure, diamonds, a diamond is just 3 rubies. Double diamond, all the way up to ambassador diamond is based on rubies. So if you can take the focus off of yourself and the goals that you think you're trying to reach and help your team members get to ruby, you are going to promote by default. But also trying to cut out a lot of the extra that's not really needed. So that's kind of going to be our focus tonight and where we're going. We did just come off of the end of the month. It's November 2nd. So I learned a lot of things as a leader that my people do not know how to chart, what that really means, how to really calculate volume, a lot of errors being made at the last minute. So we're going to kind of talk about that, but really wanting to wait until the end. So just for those of you who may be new to It Works and watching this video who do not know what we're talking about and what Ruby is and this charting thing, basically, this is a good one. So this is a Ruby chart. Basically, you want to come in and complete your steps to success, and I think I have an old one. Basically, you want to come in and get your steps to success done as soon as possible and as often as possible. I think so many people think that this is a one-time thing, like, oh, let me knock this out and then I'm done. I got my 4 customers and 3 distributors. No, if you got 4 customers and 3 distributors, do it again. Okay, I guess I don't have it here in my files. I thought I did. Either way, I really wanted to show this for one reason. I'll find it. Basically, you want to come in and complete the steps to success, which say to get 4 customers and 3 distributors. And like I said, a diamond is really just made up of 3 rubies. So instead of you focusing on what do I need to do to get to diamond, what do I need to do to get to diamond, if you come in and can go ruby, actually I know I have steps to success on my phone, so I'll show you guys on here because I just did it today. Might be a glare, but if you've never seen it, this is what the steps to success look like. You can go and Google it. Let me find an area that's not really a glare. That's good. So you join the party for $99. You want to get 4 customers and 3 distributors. So this right here is really the focus. This is what we're streamlining. This is what we're focusing our business on. So many people get caught up in everything else, but they don't even complete the steps to success, and they don't teach their people how to do this. I have people coming in bringing in tons of distributors but no customers, or tons of customers and no distributors, or they bring in tons of both and their team members aren't doing any of that. And you're trying to stack volume or place distributors and place customers. If we can get back to this and focus on this, we will get there. So I'm moving a little out of order, but one thing that I really want to do is start challenging every single distributor that joins to go get their steps to success done in their first 24 to 48 hours. So yes, that may seem like a lot, that may seem crazy, but the fact that I've had people now join my business and come in and go ruby in 2 weeks, I know it can be done. It's a matter of you getting out there and working. So what I'm proposing is basically a new 48-hour, 72-hour challenge, because when new distributors sign up, they don't know what the norm is. So if you say, hey, let's try to complete your steps to success in your first 48 to 72 hours, that does a lot of things for you. So again, this is for people that know a little bit about moving and placement. You may get your mom and your sister to sign up. Then you may get your sister's neighbor that you don't even know. You may not know if they're going to be someone that actually really wants this opportunity, if they really want to work hard. And we all know we have 48 hours in the system to move a distributor to place them somewhere else on your chart. If you've challenged someone to come in, complete these steps to success in 48 hours, and that person can actually get that done, or they get 2 customers and a distributor, and they don't have a lot of excuses about, I don't have my kit, I don't have any results, I can't, I'm scared to post, I'm going to do it next week, I'm going to have a launch party in 3 weeks. It helps you make a decision on where they should be on your chart. It doesn't mean they won't be a rock star later or anything, but if you have someone that comes in and they take off, I have a young girl that just joined my team, did calls with her all day. She has 2 distributors signing up on Friday and 1 signing up tomorrow. Well, guess what? I already know she's going to be the executive leg on one of my other people's charts where she's placed. So before I even move her, I know where she's going to be. So that's one of the reasons for doing the 48-hour challenge, is to make sure that you can kind of gauge, and instead of making this random guess, you know, where you're going to place people on your chart, you can make more of an educated guess by doing the 48-hour challenge. Now, here's the biggest thing that I'm realizing is that people don't know what that means. So if you get a distributor that signs up, especially if a new distributor like this girl that's new is signing up 2 people, it's my job, since I enrolled her, to make sure that she knows what she should be telling her 2 people. It's not really my job to train her and those 2 or 3 people. So what I'm realizing that my team is not doing, the original person is not getting those people plugged in. Or they may add them to the Facebook groups or add them to the chat, but that's it. You know, we went to a one team, one mission yesterday in Atlanta, and one of the girls said something so good. She was like, I literally make sure that I give the first post to my new distributors. Here's your product tester post. Here's 2 pictures. Go post this before and after, and I will help you call these people. I will help you get on 3 ways. When they respond to this product tester post and say they want number 1 for stretch mark cream and number 6 to lose 20 pounds and number 8 to grow their hair out, you already know what you're going to talk about with them on the phone when you get those distributors in. So you want to make sure that you're actually guiding your new distributors. Throwing them in the group is really not enough, because people feel overwhelmed. It's a lot of groups, it's a lot of chats, it's a lot of information, it's do your training, make up goals, like it's so much stuff. So you really need to be taking a hands-on approach. If you do not take a hands-on approach with the distributors that you sign up, for the most part, unless they're super type A and anal and they want to go find everything for themselves and really research, they're not going to know what to do. So if you've enrolled distributors and you have not had a conversation with them, if you have not created this for them, I literally have this for every single person on my team. The day they enroll, you've got 30 days to get your 4 loyals. You've got 2 months to get your Ruby bonus. And I make them fill in 5 names in each of these spots. Who are 5 people that you know that might want to earn extra income? Because if they don't have anything to look at, if they don't have a guide, if they don't know, how am I going to complete these steps to success? How am I going to get 4 customers and 3 distributors? When they can see it on here and put it on their refrigerator, they're not going to walk past it for a week and say, oh, I don't know, I'm not going to do this, because they know they're about to miss out on this product credit. They're about to miss out on their wrap rewards. So it's just really your job. If you sign somebody up and you have not done this with them and walked through this with them, if you have not picked up a chart and showed them what this looks like, you have a distributor that's just sitting there doing nothing. So basically, this is what you need to be doing, focusing on building rubies. And so here's why, for those of you that may be a little more confused. So I'll start. This chart looks horrible, but what is this? So this was one of my triple charts. Triple diamond. It's like, oh my God, it's so many people. Every single chart, if you cover up like the top line of it, it's made up of nothing but rubies. So this is a diamond, and it's made up of ruby number 1, 2, and 3. If you cover that up, it's just rubies, rubies, rubies. Like everywhere you're going is rubies. So if you have 3 people on your team, let me use this chart. This is probably better, even though it has stuff all over it. This is what a real chart looks like. This is another side note about charting. We'll get into this later. Take a breath. We had so many charting mishaps and craziness at the end of the month. If you are not looking at this chart every day of the month, especially for the people on this call, people that are promoting, you are not going to promote. So if you do not know what your chart is, if you do not know how many distributors that you have, if you do not know where your holes are, let me show y'all something. This is not to like brag or gloat. I look at this every single day. That's my triple chart and my presidential diamond chart. Okay, I know exactly where the holes are that need to be filled. Every single day when I'm bringing in distributors, I'm bringing in customers, I'm making decisions in my head. If you've gone through the whole month and you have no idea where your volumes are, if you have no idea whose loyal customers are under who, is it their 3rd month? Are they probably about to turn off their auto shipment? Should you be trying to replace volume, all month? Whatever it is, should you be trying to contact them to make sure that they Don't leave and turn off their auto ship. Have you told them about their perk points? All that stuff is going to come into play when you're looking at your chart all month. And I ain't going backwards, but I'll just keep going in this vein. This one is still really big, so let me find. Let's see. So glad I'm organized now. So, okay, here's a good example. So I keep a lot of my old charts, I guess, for nostalgia or maybe for training. So let me find one of my smaller charts. I think I just took it to this girl's house that I just trained. Okay, we'll use this diamond one. So let's say this was the month that I went diamond. Okay, you know that every box on here has to have 400 in volume. The correct way to be charting, I know we had some people that weren't doing this, not even correct way, let me say this. This is how I chart and how I was taught to chart. All you need to worry about is to make sure that every box that says, let me just use this because this is horrible. Every box that needs 400 has 400. So let's say it's the end of the month. I really don't want to mess this chart up. But let me use it here. So let's say it's the end of the month, and I'll use y'all's names since you're on here. Who's on here? So Ivory. Rick is actually under Ivory, so let me do that. Okay. So we got Jan, Larry, Ivory, Rick, and Getwood, okay? So let's say Jan is at, this is like the last week of the month, or maybe this is the 15th of the month. Make up some numbers here. Random. Okay. So let's say Jan is at 230, Larry's at 150, Rick's at 191, and Getwood's at 4. Okay. The way that I've been taught to do this is to always have two things on your chart. Number one, CQ at the top. Okay, which is commission qualification, and number two, have versus need. Now I know a lot of people, for whatever reason, were doing this on the chart, but they had PBV, and what they had, that means nothing to you. The only thing you want to know when you're charting is what do you have and what do you have left. So if Christina's at 400, I would put a 0 right here because she doesn't need anything else. If this is Rick and she's at 191 and she needs 400, what is that? 209? I don't know. 209, whatever that is. That she needs. Jan's going to need 170 and Larry's going to need 250. So writing that on your chart is why mine looks so crazy. So here's a good example. I hope I'm not like blasting anybody, but whatever. This is life. So this is a good one. Okay, so I had someone on my top line who needed, they had 46 and they need, or whatever. They had 246 and I guess they needed 124 or 154. So I already know what they need. So I'm going to be trying to make sure that this person gets to 154. But whether it's contacting them, whether it's saying, hey, you know what, you already have 246. Let's call those loyal customers who gave you the 246 to begin with. Let's see if any one of them wants to have a wrap party. Let's see if any one of them can refer someone to you. Let's see if any one of them had amazing before and afters that they would be willing to let you use. If they say yes, use them, tag them. Their friends and family will see it. You might get more referrals. So it's really having this all month long to see what you need to do. If you're not charting, you are not promoting. Period. I sent y'all so many periscopes this month from Jocelyn Yates, Jade Hooper, everybody talking about charting. I literally don't walk out the house ever without my charts on me. Obviously the ones that are on the wall, but I actually have my physical charts on me at all times, because what this is going to do is help you focus. If you know that you got 5 people on your chart that are at 400 every month, okay, you're good. But if you have people that are on your chart every month at 20, we need to have a game plan for them November 2nd. So that's kind of what charting is. I hope that makes sense about have and need. And then commission qualification. If this Ruby wants to promote, you see this person does not have a 400 box. This is another big misconception. Everyone thinks that every single person on your chart has to have 400. You do not. You have to have qualified legs, which is 400. This person only has to be commission qualified. And the person who's promoting has to be commission qualified. So I just like to say colored boxes equals commission qualification. How are you commission qualified? You have your 80 BV auto ship on, which is just ordering about $80 worth of product a month, or making sure that you have at least 150 PBV. If you don't know what that is, it's another video. Go Google it. Go watch your training. But that's what needs to happen. So when I have my diamond charts or my double diamond, oh, this is the one I was looking for. Perfect. So this is a real example. So when I was going Emerald, what did I have? Have a need, commission qualified. For who? Colored boxes and promoters. So everyone else just needs to be at 400. And so for me, when they got to 400, I colored them green, so I knew I didn't have to worry. And then everyone that wasn't at 400, you know, I had their whatever. I don't know what the yellow was. Oh, Fallon's LC volume and other volume. Anyway, so that's how charting works. Make sure you know that. And I just like to make sure and go and check off by the 20th of the month or 25th of the month when auto shipments run. Everyone who's in a colored box, Emerald, Rubies, Executives, everyone needs to be commission qualified. So I hope that makes sense about charting a little bit. Where's my other note? So how are we going to get people focused on steps to success? How are we going to basically duplicate? This is all about duplication. And I think one of the first things while I'm finding my notes is just copying. Everyone knows I was at a conference this weekend. I honestly didn't have time to be posting. So what did I do? I went to Alina's page, Ashley Olive's page, and I basically just went, whatever they posted that day, I saved the picture, copied the caption, posted it. One of the first things you should be doing when you get your people in is saying, hey, follow me on Instagram, follow Fallon, follow Alina, follow these other 5 or 6 top earners. Start making friends with the people in your city or in the group or whatever, in the group me or in the newbie chat that I have for you guys, so that you can see each other's posts. You know, when Rick posted her amazing before and after that we all use, we all got customers, you know. So letting people know up front that that's how this works. You know, I got this amazing before and after today of my new distributor Simone from her first rep. Half my team posted it as soon as I put it up there. That's the kind of stuff that you have to be doing with your new distributors to let them know, hey, this is easy. Just copy my post, girl. When you go on your lunch break, go and look and see what I posted and do the same thing. You know, make sure that you say, what did I say? My new business partner. You can't really see my caption, but it says my new business partner. If you're on my team, this is your business partner too, you know, so it's not like you have to wait 4, 5, 6 weeks to start getting customers. Trish, guess what? Trish is y'all's business partner. She came in and went Ruby in 2 weeks. $500 bonus. Like, let me read the caption. $500 bonus, $599 average a month. She's already received $199 fast start bonus, all in her first 2 weeks in the business. This is your business partner. This is someone that's on the Young and Free team. Everybody should be reposting this, saying, oh my God, I'm so inspired, or I'm re-inspired, or hey, this could be you. Do you need $500 plus $600 plus $99 in fast start bonuses in the next 2 weeks? Yeah, this is a real person. They can go and see her on my Facebook page. They can see her tagged. They can see her actual pictures of what she's been posting to actually get there the past couple weeks. So hopefully that makes sense as to what your new people should be doing. Have them follow us, have them mimic us until everything starts to make sense for them. So, results. 2 things I want you to focus on: results and rubies. Results and rubies. So, if you've got a new distributor, old distributor, if they've never had a wrap or posted their own wrap results, if they need to, I don't care if they only need to lose 5 pounds, make them go get the triple threat if they can and lose 5 pounds. I did the triple threat, 2 weeks ago for 3 days and lost 4 pounds. Took a video of me on the scale both days so people can see. It's a live video. I'm not changing numbers. Like, you can just see this stuff works. You can easily make your people get results because it's going to do a couple of things. It's going to get them invested in the product. They're going to believe in it. They're going to be excited about it. I know if I lose 5 pounds in a week, I'm ecstatic. If your new distributors come in and lose 5 pounds in a week, they're going to go and tell everybody they know. You're not going to have to call them, beg them to tweet, beg them to do anything. That's going to get them started on getting to Ruby. They're going to get 4 customers from their own results. They're going to get people who want to end up being distributors from their own results. And then they've got to share. Now, this is something that you do not have control over. You know, you can't make people that are fearful or worried about what people are going to say about them posting or whatever. You can't worry about that. All you can do is encourage them to share. I had a girl who used to be on my team. I guess she still is, but she didn't want to post her results until she broke 200 pounds. And I was like, you've already, I forget what the number was, 15, 20 pounds. You've already lost so much weight. You need to post the number on the scale. And she was just so stubborn. I'm not posting until I get to under 200. Well, a month later, she came to me. Well, I don't have any customers, and I'm not getting any distributors. And I said, this is a tip. I got this from Pam or somebody. They said, are you open for coaching? Because a lot of times people don't want to hear what you have to say. So I said, are you open to coaching? She said, yes. I said, okay. Remember I told you to do that post? She was like, yeah. I said, go do the post. She did the post. It blew up. She got like 15 comments that day. She had leads for days. All because she did what I told her to do 3 weeks prior. Well, guess what? By the time all her people ordered, she'd missed out on her 120 product credit. She missed out on her Ruby bonus. She missed out on her, 2 extra boxes of wraps from her wrap reward. So I'm not telling you to do things or telling you to tell your distributors to do things that aren't going to help them and help their business. But I do understand you can't make anyone do anything. But what you can do is reinforce results. Hey, have you gotten your first wrap done still? Have you done your full box? Have you done the triple threat? Have you started using the hair, skin, and nail vitamins? Or if they don't have any weight to lose, have you bought the greens where you can actually honestly say, hey, I've been taking this for 3 days and my energy levels are through the roof. That was my product at the beginning. Greens, 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 greens. You couldn't tell me nothing about greens because they changed my life. And everyone knew it because I genuinely felt that way. So if that means making a list of every single person on your chart and saying, have I seen them post their own results? Have they gotten any results? Have they used a wrap and just not posted it? Have they not used a wrap? Do they know how to use a wrap? Are they in a different city from me? Do I need to find a video about how to wrap, or do I need to Skype with them and help them wrap in person? Whatever it is, you really got to take that first step to make sure they get the results. If you can do that, you will have it in the bag. In the bag. If we can get them to do it and share it, in the bag. So even about sharing. So I heard this tip yesterday at the One Team, One Mission. I just told my new girl Simone, who I just showed you her picture. She called me a little bit earlier, and I said, this is what I want you to do. I said, I want you to do your training, and I want you to get your hundreds list and all this stuff. But I said, you got amazing results. I want you to make a list today of 100 people. I said, either make a list of 100 people today to email and text about it, or do like 20 people a day for the next 5 days. I want you to send them this picture, and just so y'all don't think I'm lying, I actually wrote these notes down. OMG, I said, I want you to send them this picture. I learned this yesterday at One Team, One Mission. This lady says she has all her people say OMG in all caps with exclamation points. I cannot believe that this wrap just got me these results. I am so excited. You guys have got to try it. Whatever it is, it can be something super simple. Or like I told her, since she's like, no, I want to be Ruby tomorrow. I said, okay, that product tester post that we do, send the OMG post, send your results picture to your friends and family, and then follow it up with the product tester post and say, hey, I've got 10 spots to be able to offer my discount if you want it, but I wanted to send it out to my friends and family first. I know this sounds horrible or maybe manipulative in this video, but you want your friends and family or whoever it is to think that they're getting something special. People want to feel like they're getting the elite whatever. They're getting the VIP service. So, hey, I just wanted to send it to you guys first, show you my results. I just put it on Facebook, but I'm going to save you a spot if you want it. If you can get your distributors to do that and send it to 5 people a day, 20 people a day, you should easily be able to set up a 3-way call with them that night or the next day or at some point that week to actually talk to that person and walk them through what the wraps do and what the triple threat is and how to sign up as a customer or a distributor or whatever. So I hope that kind of makes sense about what you should be doing. Because a lot of times people may not even feel comfortable using Facebook. Still an excuse. However, there are still other ways that you can do it. If someone gets results, why would they not want to share it? Especially if they're a distributor and it's going to make them money. So just make sure you're finding a way to do that. So for everybody on here, make a list. If you haven't posted your results, if your distributors haven't posted results or gotten results, another thing is I've got tons of distributors that are like size 00. Doesn't matter. Tell them to use the skincare. Tell them to go find someone that needs it. Find someone that actually wants to use it and use their results. Oh my God, this is my best friend. Oh, this is my, so-and-so's a new mom. I met her at Walmart today and I'm still just so excited from her results or whatever. It doesn't matter who it is, but you got to get results from somebody. Get your spouse, get your boyfriend, get somebody. I mean, I made my boyfriend at the time rap back in the day, and boom, he had amazing results. I still didn't post them, but he lost 15 pounds on the greens. I told everybody that everywhere I went. So make sure you have a personal story, but in the meantime, borrow our stories. Parties, events, and all that. On that little sheet that I showed you guys, oh, it's in the car. Shoot, I just brought it from their house. Basically, every single person that signs up, it is not, well, at least on my team, it's not an option. So like I told you, I have this chart for everybody that signed up, whatever. Not only do you want to write the steps to success on there and what date they have to get their Ruby bonus by, but I have over here launch party. This is not an option. If people want to go Ruby quickly, they need to have a launch party. I know my Houston team is having one weekly or bi-weekly now. I'm so excited. I signed up at an Atlanta launch party. We're now bringing those back. So we have our first one again on Thursday. I've been telling everybody I know, come. This is a sidebar. Launch parties are not for who you know. Launch parties are for the person that you know, for their network. So if I invite 5 of my friends to the Atlanta launch party, this is going to sound bad. I don't give a crap about these 5 people that come. I want these 5 people that come to each bring 2 to 4 people each. Because what happens is when they bring all of their people and all of their people are interested in the products, in the parties and everything else. I should have put my phone on silent. When you do that, if this person brings 2 people and they both want to sign up as loyal customers or a distributor, this person doesn't want to give her people to me. They're going to be like, crap, let me sign up as a distributor. I'm going to already have 2 of my 4 customers because we're going to go over the party pad. We're going to go over the distributorship with them. We're going to go over all of that with them so that they understand I'm better off being a distributor. But they'll want to be a distributor if they bring people that they see are interested. If they have a group of people that are like, if they see a need for it, they're going to realize, okay, supply and demand, let me be the supplier, not just the consumer buying it from Fallon. Let me buy it from Fallon for 40% off and make money off my friends. So that's really what wrap parties are about. So it's, again, your job to make sure your people understand that. Hey, we want to have your wrap party, but get your 5 friends, get your 20 friends that you invite to invite 20 people. Because guess what? If 20 people each invite another 20 to 40, you're only going to have 10 people there anyway. Because people are going to cancel. They're not going to show up. It's going to be raining. Somebody's tire is going to go out. So make sure that you're utilizing your network. That's how this is really going to spread quickly. I'm sorry, 1 second. Get back out of here. All right. Oh, let me read this. Remember the girl I just told you about, Simone? Let me cover up her number. Anyway, there's Simone. She just said, oh no, I'm calling her. I don't want people to see her number. Whoops. But I do want y'all to see the message. She said, oh my God, it's working. It's 10:41. She literally just sent this. I have potential customers and distributors inboxing me left and right asking for info. Shocker. I'm telling you, when you get results and your people get results and you put it out there, this is what happens. So guess what's about to happen? We're about to make sure that she gets fully charted to Ruby. This is from one post. She hasn't lost any weight yet. She hasn't got her skin clear yet. She hasn't gotten customers yet. This is how this grows. So this is why we're focusing on this, because this is what works. Get results, have people get excited about their own results, and just for Instagram and YouTube and the world today who thinks that this is a lie, this is our whole text message thread from today. You know, she's like, hey, here's my before and afters. And I was like, oh my God, send me that. I'm going to redo, you know, your pictures and put them side by side for you or whatever. Boom. Now it's a couple hours later and she's got potential customers and distributors. So brings me to my next point. What is your job? Everyone does not work from home, okay? So I understand you may not be able to just hop on the three-way call, you know, if she's got 10 people that want to talk tomorrow, you clearly, if you're at work 9 to 5, you're not going to be able to hop on the phone with 10 people. So you're going to have to figure out a way to help her. This is where the training comes in, and listening to videos and making sure she understands about products or whatever, to make sure we can get her the help that she needs. Like, it's not supposed to be on her to even know what to say to all these people that are blowing up her inbox. So I've now got to call as her personally enrolled sponsor and let her know, hey, do not respond. Let me actually tell her this. Do not respond over Instagram. Do not respond over Facebook. Do not respond over text about pricing and what everything does and whatever. Your only response is, thank you so much. I'm so glad you're interested. Like, let's get on a call. And, hey, you're on speaker. I'm doing a live YouTube video right now, but I just wanted to say, one, that's awesome. But two, do not respond like on Instagram and Facebook. Just like their little comments or whatever, like put a thumbs up and be like, oh, I'm so glad you're interested. Like, do you have a quick second to chat, tonight or tomorrow? And then we'll get them set up for, a 3-way call and kind of go through everything with them and get them signed up.
Okay, I will.
Okay, perfect. Talk to you in a little bit.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So it's literally that simple. Get them calls, get them set up on what they need to do. Okay, so your assignment, number one, make sure that everyone on your team has gotten results. Another thing, I got results from my before and after with my wraps, and I think by the time July hit or something, I was like, dang, I haven't wrapped again because I didn't need to. They worked. And so a lot of you guys saw my Periscope that I did live when I wrapped my thighs. Personally, my thighs are always big. I actually don't even mind them being big. But what I did know is results speak. So I was like, let me just wrap a new part of my body. My arms really aren't bad, but maybe I don't know, maybe I'll wrap these. I mean, they're kind of small, so maybe not. But either way, get a new area. I had another girl on my team. I had never seen her when she was much smaller, but I know she'd already lost, I don't know how much weight she lost, at least 15, 20 pounds already. So I was like, oh, she's good. I figured that was her normal size. She's not fat. She came to my house and was like, I don't know what else I need to do. Like, I'm posting all day. I'm not getting any hits. She pulled up a picture of herself in like a size 4 in a bikini on a beach. I know what happened. I told her, I said, well, hey, you need a bikini picture. I said, I know you're a mom of 3. You may not want to be in a bikini, but you've got to show what this really, really does. Like, these before and afters you're posting, they're cool, but like, people want to see drastic changes. She immediately pulled up a picture of her in Miami in a size 4, and I said, you can be that small and not look sick? She was like, yeah, I need to be like 4 sizes smaller. And I literally told her, get out of my house. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I said, call me when you lost 5 pounds next week on Triple Threat. And before Friday even hit, she lost 5 pounds and posted it. So I think a lot of times we know this product works. I do it all the time. I hadn't been consistent taking my hair, skin, and nails, and now it's sitting on my shoulders. It was literally like up to my ears. So when you start using the stuff that works, you're able to post about it and get your own results. So, my thigh picture that I had, again, I don't even know where I'm trying to show this. Oh, you can see it. You can see my little thigh gap that happened. Not only did it get other people excited, it got all my distributors excited. The group chat was going ham, like, oh my God, I need to go wrap my thighs today. So if you're wondering, like, my business is stale, how am I going to get someone to Ruby? How am I going to get to Ruby? What have you put out there? Maybe you don't need to change anything about yourself. Do you have a fiance? Do you have someone else that you can go and use this product on and get results so you can post it and do this? Or, yeah, and send all these direct messages to people. That's the next part. Have your people follow up. This is a good one. Oh, I forgot to follow up with this lady. I didn't even know she messaged me back. So I did this post the other day from Tracy's post. She lost 11 pounds. Her stomach looks phenomenal. Like, that's crazy. I sent the normal text I send. Hey, thanks for love on my post. Whatever, whatever. Started this whole conversation. This lady wants to order. Amazing. If you do not have, Maya, can I use your example? Can you nod yes or no? I know we just talked. Okay, get permission before I tell on people. So we just talked earlier today. She said, look, I really want to get to Ruby. I am not trying to go back to retail. Like, what do I need to do to stay at home with my baby? And I said, okay, what's your Instagram looking like? She said, I'm posting all day. I think I'm good on that, but I'm not getting any hits. And I said, okay, how many followers do you have? What did you say, 350? And I said, there's your problem. I said, I preached and preached and preached. You've got to get your Instagram followers up to 1,500, period. Oh, wow, I didn't even know this. I'm almost right at 3,000 followers. Okay? So you see, though, I had to follow 6, 7, probably 8,000 people to get up to 3. It's like, oh my God, how am I going to do that? I was helping another lady the other day that didn't know how to get followers, so I will do this for just a quick second. So this is a good example. So Simone's post that I showed you guys earlier, I got 15 likes, okay? So what I would do, an easy way to do this, I'm going to go down these 15 likes, these 15 people, and click on somebody's profile. So this young lady who's not a distributor, number one, a lot of distributors will like your post. She's not a distributor. It's like pictures of all her babies. I will go to her followers, okay? You can see who they're following. I will go to her followers, maybe. Go to her list and literally start following everyone, okay? It will probably take me 15 minutes to follow her 500 people, if that. Now, you can't follow like if I follow all 8 of these people in 2 seconds, Instagram's going to block me. So I normally will do it like this. Follow. This looks like a girl name, person with a kid, whatever. Scroll, follow. Okay, follow this person. Oh, they look cute. Let me see if they have some cute clothes on. Double tap, like their picture, go back, follow. So you can probably take 15 minutes and follow 500 people. From that 15 minutes worth of work, you're probably going to get 15 to 100, maybe even 200 followers back. So doing that and being deliberate about doing that 2, 3, 4 times a day, get it to be a habit. Every time you go to the bathroom or every time you, I don't watch TV, but if you're sitting down watching TV, something easy to do on commercials, whatever it is, make sure you get your followers up. Because if you're posting every day and you're not getting any likes, you don't have anyone to follow up with. I wouldn't have had this picture of Tracy to send back to this young lady if I would not have followed her one day and she followed me back. So this is how you actually convert into customers. So this is getting into the how do you help your people get people. So whether it's customers or distributors, you're going to need both in order to make Ruby happen. So if you're not walking through this with your people so that they know how to get followers, how to get their Instagram up, how to do these different things, they're just going to be lost saying, I don't know what to do. This business didn't work for me. I hope that makes sense. And if y'all are on your computer and you have questions, you can type them on the side while I go back to my notes. Leading from the front and posting 3 times a day. I know I have people that work all day or they can't be on their phones. I don't want to be rude, but there's really no excuse. There's an app called Hootsuite. There's Crowdfire. There's all kind of stuff where you can schedule your post the night before to post at scheduled increments on the next day. Okay? So it takes 2 minutes. Like I kind of post a inspirational post in the mornings or something about dreaming or going to get it. This morning, my post was, God is always doing 10,000 things in your life, and you may be aware of 3 of them. So that's what I posted this morning, something inspirational, or I did this one the other day, prove them wrong, whatever. And not even them, the own voices in your head, your own doubts, your own fears, your own insecurities, whatever. So try to do something in the morning to encourage people. I have tons of people that I direct message when I follow up and say, hey, do you like this post about Tracy? And they're like, no, but I just really like your encouraging posts every morning. Guess what? A year from now, that person might be bankrupt or have something go drastically wrong in their life, and they've been watching you for a year post inspirational quotes and posting people getting skinny and posting people like Trish promoting on your team and getting bonuses, and they're going to call you. So don't just have tons of before and afters. It works, but it had what I ate today, my regular life. So this is the stuff that you should be telling your distributors so that they know, what does it look like to work this business? What should my page look like? Also, every one of you should be giving your people my page, not because I'm the end all be all, but I didn't know what to post when I started. I had to look at someone. I was looking at Alina, especially if your page is not up to par or you're still building or you only have 3 before and afters on there. Send them to my page because they'll be able to see all different body shapes, sizes, colors, or whatever, and they can identify with someone that's on here, okay? I can't enough about social media right now, but leading from the front, posting 3 times a day, that's what I was saying. You've got to be posting because your team does what you do. At least 20 people on my team post the exact same thing that I post every day. It's not even about me and if I'm getting customers, but I may do a post and 8 people on my team may go and get 5 customers and 3 distributors from it. So you have to have that mentality of posting for your team because people are watching you. And this is another thing. I just told another girl this earlier. She said, hey, I think I'm going to get off Facebook, for like a month. It's not really working for me. I don't get a lot of hits. And she doesn't. It's not her main source. And I said, well, look, I had a girl join my team last week. She has 2 distributors signing up Friday and 1 signing up tomorrow. She had someone who she was going to sign up under, but she told me she was signing up under me because she has not seen that lady post. She doesn't know what her rank is. She doesn't talk about her business. She hasn't seen an It Works post, which basically means she's not consistent. So I said, even if you do choose to just go and strictly focus on people and face-to-face and vendors or rap parties or co-workers, whatever you choose to do, you have to still post on Facebook and Instagram, because if you do not, people are going to wonder, is she still doing that? This could be the 1 month that 15 people wanted to contact you because they don't have money for Christmas, and you decided to not post on Facebook. So, frankly, you don't have a choice. But it's basically your open for business sign is posting. Okay, the other thing that I really need you guys to be doing is getting on the corporate calls and getting your team plugged into these weekly. I don't know if you guys saw Lena's post. We are no longer having our Young and Free team call every Sunday night and all that. It's too many calls. My girl in LA was like, it's too much. It's too many groups. It's too much stuff. So getting your people plugged into corporate is really enough. I'm actually, let me see if I can share this. Are you guys getting your corporate emails? I know mine actually come to my junk mail. So I have to intentionally make sure to get on there. Where am I trying to go to? Oh, my Gmail. You can please let and especially now that the process is different, ever since we came back from conference in July, every new distributor is actually going to get like 3 or 4 emails over their first, I think all the way up to like their 10th week. They're going to get emails on those steps to success. They're going to get emails on how to get to Ruby. They're going to get emails on all of that to be able to, okay, here we go. Let me share my screen with y'all. So, let me see. So today, perfect example. It Works sent us this "'Tis the Season" holiday set. If you don't get your emails, you don't know that. The thing that I love, let me see. I think it's in my junk or promotions or something. Where do I go? Let me see. We have wrap-up meetings. Here we go. Which there's always a little video about whatever's going on. So right now we have 30 days of gratitude in November. This is something great to maybe use for your post every morning. I guess I'm 2 days behind, so I need to go do that tonight. Get your good bonus back. If you ever made your good bonus and lost your rank and lost your bonus, you can get it back now. Ruby bonus. Someone just asked me, one of the girls I just trained said, how do we know when the new promotions are announced? It'll be announced in your eSuite, and it'll be announced here. Hey, the Ruby bonus is back. Holiday gift set. They want us to be safe. Don't post and drive and tweet and drive and Periscope and drive. Do not forget to renew your account. Some people don't even know that we have to renew your account. So you need to see what your renewal date is, and it'll say, hey, make sure that you renewed before your commissions are paid. Obviously, I've only been in this business 6 months, so all of you are less than 6 months, so we haven't even come up on our, yearly renewals, on our annual renewals. But, maybe you never knew about that. This is huge, okay? One team, one mission events. I've got people all over the place. Maybe you're from Denver, Colorado, and you have 50 family members there that you could send to this one team, one mission event for free, and you might come back with 5 distributors and 20 customers. Maybe you know people in LA that you want to send to this event. This actually was sold out earlier. I was trying to get a flight to fly out to LA and help my new LA distributors there, and I was bummed because the It Works You event is sold out. This is a huge event. Pam Souder, Mark Patillo, all of our top leadership, Barbara Bowser, Ambassador Diamond, they're going to be doing a training all day that day. That is going to be priceless, and it's not like it's 1,000 people there. This is like a couple hundred people, maybe, if that, with one-on-one training with the founders, the chief networking officer, and all that of our company. Amazing, amazing, amazing opportunity. But again, if you don't know that, you're not looking. Other thing, everyone always asks, where do I get the conference calls? Where do I get the conference calls? I don't know what number to call. It's in your emails, okay? So letting your people know, hey, check those emails. We have a family call every Sunday night. This is just for It Works distributors. This is where they announce special promotions or what's going on that week. Tonight, we just had the Show Me the Money call. Monday night is when you tell all of your new distributors to invite everybody they know. This call is only for presidentials and above, I believe. I think I've only seen presidentials and above on this call. Our very own Alina was on this call last week. This is huge, y'all. There's 105,000 distributors in this company. When you get interviewed by Pam Souter, you've low-key arrived, okay? So this is the call that you want to invite all of your distributors to. Also, on a side note, let me stop sharing my screen. That call that Alina was on, she posted in the GroupMe app, and I think Janira and someone else reposted that link. It's actually on my to-do list tomorrow to send that call to every single person that has ever told me they were interested in this business. Because for them to say, for you to be able to send that message and say, this is my upline, this is the person that I talk to, this is the person who, you know, my direct sponsor is chilling with on her Instagram and whatever, this is the person that I'm giving you this information from because of our meeting yesterday. This is what the type of training or whatever that you'll get. You're getting to talk to someone who knows Pam Souter and Mark Pentecost, okay? It's not so much about me. Again, the girl I told you that just joined, 2 of her people that are signing up Friday, out of their mouth, I want to sign up with a team that's doing something. I want to sign up with a team that has people at the top that know our names, okay? So that makes a difference. Being able to send that story out, have her, you know, making fun of her, hope she watches this, you know, listen to her cry on the phone with Pam Souter and get all emotional. That means a lot to people because it's like, whoa, this is a regular person. I can go look at her Instagram and see her with her baby or her kid or whatever. This could be me. That's how you go Ruby. You send that call out to 50 people every day for the whole month. You know, it's that kind of action because it's a numbers game. So you have all these resources, and again, you probably don't even know that we posted that if you are not catching up on the GroupMe or on the Newbie to Ruby chat. I know it's so much information, but probably 60% of the text messages and calls that I get during the day, I've already answered in the chat or in the emails or whatever. So I would love to talk to all 200 of you guys all day, but I just don't have the capacity to do that anymore. So if I'm ignoring you, I'm not trying to, but the resources are there. If you're not able to be in the chat all day, every day, it's fine. I get it. But make sure that at the end of the day, you're going through and reading what happened that day, that you're not missing out on some big promotion that could have gotten you and your distributor to Ruby. And on that note, make sure you're telling your new distributors you don't have to respond to every single ping that goes off. You know, I keep my GroupMe on silent, I keep my Messenger on silent, and I just go and look at them throughout the day whenever I have time, okay? I have a message right now. Just can't look at everything at once. Just do it when you can, but get in the habit of doing it because you're going to miss something and you could have grown your business. Getting them plugged into corporate calls, weekly emails, getting them plugged into the 3 Facebook groups. I just showed this, so I'll share my screen again. So many people have no idea why you added them to 3 Facebook groups, okay? Oh, let me close these. So you've been added to Rap Nation, Mastermind Millionaires, and the Young and Free. Rap Nation is run by Ambassador Diamond and Raina Tyler. Mastermind is run by Renessa Brown. And I always remember that because she actually was inducted into the $1 Million Club just 18 months in this business. She's the one who just did the Ruby Retreat for everyone in her downline. So she runs Mastermind Millionaires. And then Alina, Presidential Diamond, runs the Young and Free. Okay? So if you can come in and say, hey, this is a resource for you, go to the Files tab. I have people saying, I don't know what to send people. The very first document in here is sample texts and emails to send out to potential loyal customers and potential distributors and how to follow up with them. How to blitz. I don't know how to get more customers. Well, Jade Hooper does. She's like a top 10 earner in the company. Boom. Jade Hooper's way of getting more customers. You want to get to Diamond? 90-day push for Diamond. What I need to do for that? There's so much stuff in here. Social media tips, business salon proposals, like that. I didn't even say that right. Business proposals for salons. You can send that to your hairdresser. You can send it out to. You can go to one of those little, what are those things called? Like the salon booths where like there's 50 million salons in one little area, and walk around one day on a Saturday and talk to some salons and see if, with a bottle of hair, skin, and nails and a product catalog, and see if they'll listen to you. All you need is one. The number one trick, I need this. What is this? Number one trick to keeping your loyal customers on an auto ship. Speaking of that, I cannot go to sleep tonight until, wait, let me not be sidetracked. Actually, I need to keep this window open so I don't forget. I have actually created a new group. I got this from one of our sideline triple diamonds out in California. She created a group called Loyals to Royals. It's a Facebook group where me and all of you guys, every single person in my downline, can add all of your loyal customers. So we're going to be like today, I need to do it today. Crap. Because I wanted to lead off with the holiday package that went on sale today. So getting you to go in your tree viewer, go in your reports tab, and add all of your loyal customers. See if they're, if you're not Facebook friends with them, see if they'll add you on Facebook, whatever. And get them in that group, because we'll be posting in there. I don't know if it'll be once a week, whatever. Whether it's other loyal customers' results, new products. Wow, on Friday when they release the new product line, guess what? Post it in that group. I'm probably going to post the little 1-minute YouTube video that I did when I wowed myself with the new Wow product. Hopefully for retention, so that we're able to keep our loyal customers instead of just having them cancel their account after their 3 months of auto shipment has run. So anyway, my whole point was all of this information is for you in the Files tab. And there's 3 groups. So letting people know that in their first week, they should be looking through those Files tab. They should be reading those files, printing them out, seeing what speaks to them. They'll probably get ideas on, I didn't know there were salons in here. I didn't even think about contacting salons, So, again, this is your job, and all this, again, is building rubies, is giving them and plugging them into the tools and resources that we already have, okay, and letting them know why. Maybe they won't be so annoyed with the 3 Facebook groups going off all day when they know what's there for them. We already talked about the 48-hour challenge. So really just making sure that you challenge your distributors to get their first 4 loyal customers and 3 distributors in their first 48 to 72 hours. I say 24 to 48, like I said, so you can move them before the personally enrolled report expires or whatever. Make sure you do that and help them. Like, hey, here's the product tester post. Because what that does is it debunks all this stuff. I don't have my kit. Like I said, I don't have this. I don't have that. If they can see that they can get customers and distributors without their kit, without their own before and afters, without all this stuff that they've told themselves in their mind that they need to do well in this business, then they're like, well, crap, I'm going to kill it when I actually do get this stuff. So that's another reason that we want to challenge them to do that. I wrote down urgency. Everyone's not going to be urgent. But, again, if you do the 48-hour thing, if you tell them, hey, you only got 30 days, even if they're slow and don't get it done in 48 hours, if you challenge them to do it in 48 hours, they're probably going to have it done by 30 days. You won't be calling them on day 28. Like, you only have 1 customer. You got to get 3 more in 2 days. They're going to be like, crap, I only got 1 all month. How am I going to get 2 in 2 days? Even though they could probably do 1 Facebook post and get 2 customers or call their mom and their brother. They're not going to see it that way. So try to get them to move up front, get them to do their launch party, get them to get people in the door, get them support so that they can do that and duplicate. It's not your job to go out here and get 50 customers a month. It's not your job to get 100 distributors a month. If you do, that's awesome. That's not your job. Your job is to go out here and make this system work for you. It's a lot easier for all 5 people to get 4 customers and you have 20 customers in your group and 5 distributors instead of you trying to go out and get 20 customers on your own. Okay? So build the rubies, focusing on steps to success, results, 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 and more results. And then help your people share those results. Give them a script. Help them know what to say. OMG, 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 look at my results. Even if they don't even have results yet. Rhonda Hartman, Ambassador Diamond, who did the One Team One Mission yesterday, said that before she even had her results, she didn't even have a picture. That's how she started doing that post. She put OMG, 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 my pants are falling off. This It Works stuff really works. Her phone was blowing up. So a lot of times it's the mystery. So just letting people know what to say and what to do. Oh, I wrote this on the side. Get off of social media, okay? Like, do not sit there all day scrolling through the Facebook, scrolling through GroupMe, reading what everybody else is doing, and you're not doing. And I'll raise my hand. I'm not talking at you. I'm talking at myself. A lot of times I can be so caught up in this message going off and that message going off that I'm not productive in doing my personally role team report to figure out who's commission qualified, who's fast start qualified. You know, I have an individual plan for every single person. You know, what do I need to do for them this week to help these people, you know, reach their goals? So if you're not doing income producing activities, you're not going to go Ruby. Your people are not going to go Ruby. You're not going to go Diamond. The other thing I'll say, just off the top of my head, you do not have to have my personality. You do not have to be a go-getter and be all feisty and say it like it is. But you do have to have a sense of urgency. You know, if someone's like, oh, I just want to be a little customer, and you're like, okay, but you didn't even really talk about the distributorship, or maybe talk about the steps to success with them, or tell them, that's awesome, I'm so glad you want to be a loyal customer. Let me just tell you about this piece of it. So if you decide to do it later, let me tell you how you can make some money with us. You know, if they're already saying, oh yeah, I have 3 friends that could do this. Or another good one, I was with Shaquita. Can I tell you a story from last week? I was with Shaquita, and we were going to meet this girl at Starbucks, and she was all into fitness and all this stuff, and she was like, yeah, I'm going to be a customer. And I was like, cool. And I was like, well, heck, if she's going to fitness, her best friend is starting a boot camp. She's like, this is such a lifestyle for me. Boom. What went off in my head? Lifestyle line. I'm like, yeah, we have a whole lifestyle line of products. And she was like, oh, yeah, it'd probably be easy for me to take this to boot camp and, you know, kind of sell it. And we were able to basically convert her thinking and shift her thinking from loyal customer to distributor. So a lot of times it's not that you have to be feisty, but make sure you're listening to other people. If they're talking about they have a big customer base, if they're already talking about they work from home, if they're already talking about being passionate about fitness or whatever it is, make sure that you are listening to that enough to be able to piece that into the opportunity and how it can work for their life. No one wants to feel like they have another job. No one wants to feel like this is something that's going to be added on to their day or whatever. But if you say, hey, if you're walking around, you know, boot camp every day with your greens, people are going to say, what is that? If you pop a thermofit before boot camp and they all lose 10 pounds in a month and you lose 25, they're going to ask, what is that? And then you can get paid for what you're doing. So it's an easy way, even if they don't want to start the conversation, to have them thinking about making money off of what they already want to do. Especially if they're a salon owner or whatever, like telling them, hey, send an email blast out to your customers and let them know that you'll be having a little wrap party up here on Saturday. And for every person that brings 2 people, your name will be entered into a drawing to get a free bottle of hair, skin, and nail pills from me. Whatever, because guess what? If a salon owner does that, they're definitely going to have 4 customers to sign up that day. If they have 4 customers that sign up that day, they can go get 4 bottles of hair, skin, and nails for free to continue to promote their business. So this is your job to help everyone on your chart figure out what they need to be doing to get there. Not just plugging them into a group and saying, hey, get your 4 loyals and 3 distributors. What can you do to duplicate what you've done? And if you haven't done it, come to your sponsor. If your sponsor isn't helping, come to me so I can help you come up with the strategy to say, hey, you know what, I haven't done, you know, any pictures of myself lately. I haven't showed my own weight loss. I haven't done blah, blah, blah. But what else do you think I can be doing? Excuse me. Sorry. I hate this is on YouTube, real life, whatever. Hey, I don't know what I need to be doing. Can you help me? Sometimes people just don't know. That's fine. I call Alina probably 50 times a day. Like, what am I supposed to be doing here? Like, I don't know. Like, you're not going to have the answers, but you have to be willing to ask people who have been in your position before, which is what we're here for. So I think low-key that's really all I wanted to say, and what I wanted you guys to focus on is to shift your focus off of, oh my God, how am I going to get to triple diamond? Identify the rubies on your chart, and let's see if they want it. How can we help them get to ruby? Okay, I need to be triple diamond. I need to be talking to this person, this person, this person, this person, this person, this person. That's it. And this is all crumpled up because I literally have it in my planner like every day. But what I need to do to talk to them. What is their volume looking like? Are they discouraged? Do they need a hug? Like, what do they need for them to be able to take off in the business, or just to keep going, or whatever. So shifting your focus off of you, identifying who the rubies are on your chart. And I have people that are on my list to call this week. Some of y'all that are even on this call that are not Ruby yet, or you're not even fully charted to Ruby, but I really want to make sure that you get there. I really want to be sure that this business works for you. So I want to talk to you personally and figure out, what do we need to do? Where can we have a shift? What paradigm shift needs to take place in order for us to catapult your business? Everyone knows, hopefully, from listening, that fourth quarter, what you do in the fourth quarter is going to set you up for the rest of the year. It may seem impossible. I would like for everybody on my chart to be Ruby by December, because Patrice Garrison, all these people that we've talked to, I've never been in the business during the January through April, May times. Well, I joined in April, but I've never been in that like super rush from January to April. She literally told me, Fallon, wherever your people are December 31st, they could twiddle their thumbs and sit out and look at the stars every day, and they will double promote at a minimum between January to March, just because of how the business works. January, everyone's trying to get out of debt from Christmas. They're trying to get out of being fat for the holidays, New Year's resolution, so they want you for that. You've been posting every single day. I mean, if you've not been posting every single day, please start posting every single day about it works, about how happy you are, about your life, about the gas that you just got. You got your nails done with $25 that you got from a wrap. Post about that stuff every day. Be inspirational every day, because when people are looking for that on January 1st, they're going to call you. And then they're going to start doing their taxes. And then they're going to get their taxes back and their refund checks. And they're going to call you. Or they're going to owe money to the IRS. And they're going to call you. And then after that, it's spring break. And they're going to call you. And then it's summer. And they're 6 months after their goals that they haven't met yet. And they're going to call you. And they're going to try to do a reassessment in June, July, and try to get their life and get fit again. And they're going to call you. So if you can just focus, get your team to Ruby. By the end of the year, get everyone on your team to Ruby. That should be your focus. And teach those Rubies how to then get the people underneath them to Ruby. That is your whole goal. If you just went Ruby, you just went Emerald or Diamond, if you sit where you are, you're going to lose your rank, or you're not going to promote the next month if you don't immediately shift your focus into teaching people to do what you just did. If you haven't done it yet and you got 1 or 2 people on your team saying, hey, let's go Ruby together. Let's figure this thing out together. So let me make sure that y'all have sent me any questions if you don't have a thing. No. Okay. If y'all do have a question, I don't think I can unmute you guys. Maybe y'all can unmute yourselves. Or you can ask me questions. I'm only giving y'all like 2 minutes for questions because my voice hurts.
I'm thinking.
I hope this made sense about how to shift your focus, and instead of you being worried about how you're going to get to Ruby, if you worry about how your team is going to get to Ruby, if you focus on getting 3 people to Ruby, even if these 2 fail miserably, and which is not a failure, but even if each of these people, let's say each of these people all get to executive, or let's say they each get 2 people underneath them, but only one of them actually gets the volume that they need to actually help you promote, well, guess what? Your group volume is going to be bigger because you got 4 people. So if you're able to focus on getting everybody a step ahead of where you actually need them to be, you're going to promote automatically because somebody's going to hit the jackpot. Somebody's going to do what they need to do. Same thing. I just told somebody, if you need somebody to be a 400 box for you, try to get them to executive, because it's a lot easier to get a 400 box to be 400 if they've got 2 people underneath them that can help them get to the volume of 400. So, you know, if I need somebody to be Emerald, I'm going to actually have her trying to get all 4 of her people on her top line to Ruby, so that at least 2 of the 4 make it and you still promote. So that's why you want to work on the Rubies and focus on everyone getting to Ruby. I guess
Hey,
y'all
Stella, I
have.
have a question.
Yes.
Can you speak to one of my distributors has two inactive distributors, and I want to encourage him to replace them with two new distributors. Can you speak to that for a sec?
Yeah. So clearly I know who you're talking about. So I'll just use Ruby chart because he's fully charted for Ruby. So basically in this scenario, his two people right here are not working the business. Okay. So they're at, I think, 0 and 30 every month.
Correct.
Um, Let me just take a minute to say that this is really not a pat on my back. The fact that I know that they were at 0 and 30 every month is because I have my charts in my head like at all times. I can almost tell you the volume for at least 60% of my chart at any given moment because I'm looking at it every day. So, sidebar. Actually, on another sidebar, before I go into that, whatever you were short the previous month, let's say I don't know if this was when I promoted or not. Let's say no, this isn't because it's not what I actually used to promote. Let's say I didn't make it this month and I was short 42 here and 16 here and 54 over here. This is where you want to start the beginning of the next month. Okay, you know what? This person was 54 short. I didn't promote because they were 54 short. What do I need to do the first 10 days of the month to take care of all of these holes? What do I need to be doing with these people to make sure that these holes are filled so that you're not wondering where to start and where to move customers and all that kind of stuff. Like if I get so let's say I got a box of wraps tomorrow or whatever, and this person was 42 short. Oh yeah, let me move that there because that box of wraps is going to take care of that 42 that was short last month. So by the time I get to the end of the month, I don't have to worry about that 42. Back to your point. Yes, you cannot make people cancel this business just because they're not working it. So basically, this person needs to do what I just said, which is continue to build rubies. So if he's only got one person over here working, he needs to go have wrap parties. He needs to be sending out Alina's call. He needs to be, doing all these different things to try to pull in more people because it doesn't make sense to try to stack these people with volume or for you to try to get 400 and 800 in volume to cover two people who aren't working. So you're just writing them a paycheck because you need the boxes filled when you can just go get two more people that want to work, challenge them to do their steps to success in their first 24, 48 hours, help them get to Ruby, make the little, it's right here in my hand, make the other little Ruby chart for them with steps to success written on it. And guess what? If the two people that he brings in even attempt this and he only needs them to be a 400 qualified leg, pretty sure between 5 people on his chart, he's going to get, these two people to 400. So yes,
Right.
long story short, replace them.
Yeah.
Now, if it's the 29th of the month and you're fully charted and you've got the volume to fill in these holes, I'm not going to tell you what to do. If it was me, I'm going to put the volume there. I'm not going to miss my promotion because other people are not working. But I'm also not going to sit there the whole month knowing that these two distributors have never worked their business and not just trying to get two more.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
And then you have to be smart too, because I know, there's somebody on your top line that we did stack to 400, 1 month. So it's like we've already got this person to 400 and their auto ships are going to run next month. Their loyal customers are still going to order the same thing and get to 400. Well, yeah, I need to focus on everybody else. Focus on these other 3 people because as long as all these auto shipments go through, if you already stacked them to 400 with loyal customers, as long as, they're still ordering, this person's probably going to be at 400 or very close to 400, at the end of the month. So you already stacked them. Don't waste that box. Don't.
Right.
You still go out and keep building, keep recruiting, keep doing whatever. But if this person is going to be at 400 anyway, okay, well then focus on making sure everyone else is at 400. And then if something changes by the 15th, 20th, okay, then we can worry about that. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah. Thanks.
Has everybody looked at their charts today, their steps to success today? Is it on your refrigerator? I'm sorry, we're live. Is it on your refrigerator? Make sure you're looking at this every day. Make sure your people are looking at this when they get off the call, when we get off this call. If I need to schedule a call this week to walk through it with you guys so that this makes more sense, let me know. I have some big goals that I'm trying to reach this month and next month. And I know that you guys are too. And frankly, I need y'all. So, I don't even want to say I need everybody to step it up because it's not even that. Just doing things that matter, doing activities that are going to actually get us all where we need to be. You know, I was scrolling on Instagram at some point today, or Facebook, and I wasn't like just wasting time. A lot of times I will scroll and look at what my new distributors are posting to make sure that they're posting the right things, or if I can help them, or if they've got a lot of comments or responses from people, I will go and comment on the picture as well, just so that I'm getting notifications when their people are responding, so I can be like, whoa, Brandon, you got 20 comments today, girl. Let's get these people on the phone, whatever. But I was scrolling today, and I was like, okay, I'll figure this out later. I need to go and do some work. So make sure you are doing income-producing activities. This is a belly-to-belly business. If you're not blitzing, rapping, and repeating, you're not promoting. So if you haven't had a rap party, if your distributors have never had a rap party, probably a key indicator of why your people may not be promoting. That is the crux of our business. I know for me, it's not that I don't like selling wraps, but I love our greens. I love our hair, skin, and nails and our other products. So for me, I'd rather get people's weight off. I'd rather get them to do that triple thread and greens, thermofit, fat fighters, or profit or whatever, and see the number drop on the scale, because a lot of times people can't see the change from wraps. But if you get on the scale and lose 3 pounds in 2 days, you know that's working. So it will have people to continue. And be encouraged. So I completely lost my train of thought. Whatever. Y'all have any more questions?
I have something.
Who's that? Oh, that's
Ivory.
Hey.
Hey. Okay. So I know me and you have talked about this before, but you know, you're saying reach out to, you know, each of your team members as far as the charting and steps to success and where they need to go. So we've done that repeatedly. What point do we get to when we feel like it's a waste of time and it's time to, you know, like you're spending more time trying to get these people to work than they're actually working?
So here's the thing. You have to use discernment. A lot of times people don't know what to do and how to do. So if you're having a session to do what I just did, to say, hey, so-and-so, if it's the end of the month, and you're trying to figure out what volume is missing, and this sounds really basic, but you have to subtract 250 in volume that you have from 400 to figure out what you have and what you need. If you're having those type of sessions and breaking down what charting is with your team, that's not a waste. If
right.
you do a session every week saying, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Let's get your volume up, but you aren't talking about how many Instagram followers do you have? What did you do this week? Can you show me how many direct messages you sent out today? That's where real leadership comes in, to be able to hone in on what they're doing. Alina is so good at this. She'll tell me, I'm like, I don't know what to do. She said, well, what are you doing? So that's my first question with a lot of you guys. What are you doing? Maya, I asked her earlier. I said, okay, before we start talking, you called me, you wanted some help. What do I need to do to help you? You tell me, what do you feel like you're doing well? What do you feel like that's not working for you? Because that causes them to look introspectively to say, this is what I am doing, this is what I'm not doing. And then you have somewhere to go from there. If you can look at their Instagram and see if they're not posting 3 times a day. If you can look at their Instagram and see if they're still cursing and, you know, not being positive, that's going to be a part of it. If you can say, hey, let's not have a meeting about charting. When's your rap party? And they never had one. Well, then those are more meaningful conversations. And if you've done all that, and they're like, I'm not having a rap party, I don't know anybody, those are not people that you can work with. And that's when you focus on building rubies, and either they want to go Ruby and get more people, or you go get somebody else and help them build themselves to Ruby. So it's basically discernment of, like I said when I first got on this scope, there were a couple people on here that I wrote last ditch effort. You know, and that's not to be rude, but You don't have time. I don't have time to follow up with people 50 million times. Lena has told me you get 30 days. You get 30 days to call my phone every day. You get 30 days to leech off of me. You get 30 days to ask me there's no stupid question, but you get every day to ask me, those stupid questions that you may not want to ask or feel comfortable asking after 2 or 3 months in this business. But after 30 days, I don't have time. I don't have time. So, because there's somebody else that does want it. There's somebody else, the 30 minutes that I'm spending telling you how to get distributors, how to have a wrap party, where to go look in your e-suite for this and that. Because this is what I more. If people want it, they're going to go find the information, and it's not because I'm me. I have tons of people that have no personality like mine at all, but they want the information. By the time I talk to them, they've watched 50 YouTube videos. They've done all the training in their e-suite. If they want it, you're going to know, which is another reason why I said have your new people do this 48-hour challenge. If I've got people that are willing to come in, post, get customers, get distributors in 48 hours, I'm working with you. You're not going to be a waste of my time. I'm not going and doing what I used to do 2 months ago, sitting at someone's house for 3 hours, walking them through steps to success, e-suite, how to post. Here's this group, here's that group, and I don't hear from you 2 weeks later. If you want this business, I will know because you'll blow my phone up. Trish went, matter of fact, let me just show you this. Trish went Ruby in 2 weeks. People want to say, how did that happen? I will show you how. Half the calls on my call log every single day, Trish. Like, she literally calls me over and over and over and over and over. And today she was like, I'm so sorry. I know I've called you 50 million times just in this one little screenshot. I think her name's on here like 6 times, okay? So if you want it, you're not getting on my nerves. And if you really are, if I'm on a phone call, I'll call you back. But if you want this business, I know because you call me. So if they're not calling you and you've reached out to them and you tried to give them a plan and you said, hey, this is my last-ditch effort to go over everything with you, on the team. Maybe you didn't understand what the Facebook groups are for. Maybe you didn't know that those files were there. Maybe you thought that the group was just chattering all day in the group meet. Maybe you didn't know that Alina's Show Me the Money call with our chief networking officer who founded this company, is a file that's available for you to send your people. If you've done all that and you have one more meeting or call tomorrow with your whole team and they still don't work, let it be. People need to know that this is going to get done with or without them. I really hate that I'm recording this on YouTube because I feel like I'm being mean. But I don't need anybody. I don't care if you are a double diamond on my chart. If you're not working, if you're not answering my calls, I will find someone that wants this opportunity and work with them. So it's up to you to figure out how many times you're going to call. If they're driving you crazy, stop calling them.
Right.
End the story.
Okay.
And do what excites you. I wish I had my planner up here. It's downstairs. When I get really stressed out, Alina will say, what makes you happy in this business? Is it launch parties? What is it? For me, it's new people. New people that are excited and want to post and they want to do this. They're excited. I'm excited. Seeing Simone get her results today. I didn't even ask her if I could post it. I felt bad. She sent it to me. I was like, ooh, let me redo it. I posted it and was like, ooh, sorry, I posted this. Did you want to post it first? My bad. I was so excited because she's excited. Do what makes you excited. If your team is draining you, go get a new team. And I know it sounds like so much easier said than done, but the 45 minutes that you spend or the 3 hours that you spend talking to everybody on your team could have been 3 hours that you could have went and found your next Trish. Your one rock star that's going to go Ruby by herself, no help from me, no distributors, no loyal customers, in 2 weeks. Pretty sure you'd be excited about that. So do what makes you happy in this business. Do what excites you in this business and focus on that. Otherwise, you will be drained. All right, it's 11:50 p.m. over here on the East Coast. Jamal, no questiones. I just put you on the spot.
You sure did. No, I actually don't have. Well, I can hear myself.
Okay. Well, I'm going to upload this to my YouTube channel. Probably shouldn't. Probably way too transparent. But hopefully it helps somebody to focus on two things. Getting results, posting results, making sure you go back and make sure all of your people have results. If that means you got to go wrap them, you know, I hit up a girl today who joined a month or two ago. Been trying to wrap her for 2 months. I could probably just tell her what to do, but clearly I'm going to have to go wrap her. So, hey, go wrap that person, because if it caused them to get great results, you're going to get that same text message that I just got from Simone that I just showed y'all. Hey, it's working. 50 million exclamation points. I already have potential customers and distributors left and right. You don't think I'm excited to call these people tomorrow? So excited. So this is what is duplicatable. Use the products, get them to work. Get your friends and family to use the products, get them to work. So far as the Loyal to Royals group, I will be making sure you all get added to that so you can add your loyal customers. Also, I don't really have the capacity anymore to do all those three-way calls like all day, every day, because then I don't get any work done. So I was supposed to make it for the past 3 days, and I have not had the time or the voice. By the time 11 o'clock rolls around, my voice is on fire. So I'm going to might as well just give y'all a little recap while we're doing it. I'm going to make a video on how I do my loyal customer calls and my potential distributor calls, because again, the key is duplication and multiplication in this business. So trying to duplicate and multiply what I do into you guys with your own spin, your own flavor, your own whatever, but following the same system. So number one, whether it's a loyal customer or a distributor, get them to talk first. Clearly, I'm a talker. I talk a lot, but I still let them talk first. If it's a loyal customer, I do one of two things. 99% of the time it's true. I'll be like, oh my gosh, sweetheart, I just got off of 8 calls back to back. I'm so sorry. Like, did you want stretch mark cream, or was it weight loss or detoxing, or like hair, growing your hair out or whatever? I will literally throw out there like 6 things so fast. Most times they're like, ooh, girl, all of that. Bingo. Now I'm going to talk to you about 6, 7, 8, 9 products. And when I get to talking about being a loyal customer and how you have to pay for something 2 more times, they're going to be happy because they're going to want 8 things and they can't afford 8 things today. So you're going to be like, okay, well, let's get you started on the triple threat so you can lose that weight. And then next, for December, you can get the stretch mark cream. And then, in January, you can try the hair, skin, and nail vitamins that you wanted. And they're like, oh, that sounds amazing. So they don't even care that they're on this auto shipment, for 3 months. So 4 steps. Step 1, let them talk first. What are your goals? What are your eating habits? Do you work out? Are you drinking water? You'll be surprised how many people will tell you, yeah, or I don't drink any water. Like, I drink nothing but soda. I haven't drunk water in 5 years. It's like, how are you live? So people will tell you some crazy stuff that will help you figure out what products to best match with what they want. If people want wraps, I don't just send them to my website for wraps. I need to know, are you trying to lose weight? Or are you just trying to tighten, tone, and firm a little bit and get rid of some cellulite or varicose veins? Oh, no, I need to lose 40 pounds. Okay, well, you know what? Let me tell you about our triple threat, and then I'm going to let you know how you can get our wraps for free, actually, with our loyal customer program or with the distributorship. And you're like, oh, okay. Or I won't even say how. I'll just say, I'll tell you how you can actually get those wraps for free. And then I start talking about the triple threat, talk about the wraps, when I talk about the loyal customer program. So step 1, get them to talk first. What are your goals? What are your issues? What are your eating habits? Do you work out? All of that. And then step 2, match the product with what they wanted, with their goals. So you're not selling anything to them. You're not upselling them. You're telling them what we have that matches what they want. So if they call you and they think they want wraps, but they want to lose 50 pounds, you're not upselling them if you're actually giving them what they really want. Because if they get those wraps and they don't work, they don't do it right, they don't see a big enough change after their first wrap, and they don't even use the rest of their box, they're going to be blowing you up talking about this stuff didn't work. But if you get them on triple threat and they see those numbers drop, they're not going to be complaining about anything. So a lot of people have an issue with me like trying to upsell. Y'all can't hear me? Oh, wait.
I can hear you.
Okay, my aunt's saying she can't hear me anymore.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, well, she'll have to catch it when I upload it tonight. So it's not that I'm trying to upsell you. I'm trying to make sure you get the products that you want. So I don't want people to think I'm always trying to upsell. I've been doing this for 6 months, okay? I'm not having anybody else call me saying wraps didn't work when I don't know you off Instagram and then I find out you need to lose 80 pounds. You shouldn't have started with the wrap. You know, you need to use its vital core. You need to be taking the regular. You need to be using our greens to get the results that you want. You can wrap at any time. I'm all off track. 1, ask them their goals and issues and eating habits and all that. 2, match the products. 3, offer the 3 ways to get paid. So this is the easy way to remember. 3rd step, offer the 3 ways to get paid. Step 1 is a retail customer. And I always say, you know, and I'll show you because people think I'm lying. I don't know why. Either way. Let me pull this up. This is the same line I use every time. I've just changed my numbers as they've gone up. I'll say, you know, hey, the 3 ways to purchase are, 1, you can purchase as a retail customer. And I always say, you know, I don't have many retail customers. Of my 600 customers, and I really do have 600 customers. I don't know if people think that's a lie. Either way, you know, the 1,600 customers that we have, no one has ever signed retail. It doesn't make sense. You know, you're having to pay full price for something that you're going to get one time. So I'm basically debunking option 1 from jump. If they know that they're going to be the first person out of 600 to do something, they're probably not going to do it. Like if 600 people thinks that didn't make sense for them, they're going to be like, oh, well, that didn't make sense for me either. So now only options 2 and 3 are options for them. So then I talk about the loyal customer program. Sometimes I go into more detail, sometimes I don't. You'll hear a lot of other top leaders say they will not tell them about the free shipping. They won't tell them about all the extra perks and how at the 6-month mark they get like a $50 shopping spree, and at the 12-month mark they get a $150 shopping spree. They wait till they actually finish their 3-month commitment or pay the $50 up front to even let them know those perks. It's kind of like an added bonus and surprise or whatever after they finish their 3 months. But I will always tell them about 2 things every single time. I will let them know. I used to shy around the fact that it was either $50 to join the loyal customer program or they used to have to do it for 3 months. The last thing you want on the 25th when everyone's auto ship runs is for someone calling you saying, you didn't tell me about the 3-month commitment. I didn't know about that. I told you. You don't want to pay anymore. So what I do is I make it very clear up front. You have 2 ways to be a loyal customer. You can pay $50 up front, or you can do our 90-day challenge and you can get the fee waived. Renessa said something the other day. We need to stop saying 90-day challenge because people have 90 days in their mind, and that's another thing that makes them want to quit and cancel after that 90 days. So just say, hey, you can go on this lifestyle journey with me. You know, you get your order today, and then you have your order in December and January, and then you're a loyal customer for life, and you can, you know, continue to enjoy these perks at your leisure whenever you want. So phrasing it like that, never using the word auto ship, never using the words 3-month commitment. I don't even say 3 months anymore. I say you have your order today, and then whatever you choose to purchase in December and January, and you don't even have to pick, you know, the same thing that you get today. You can go and get hair, skin, and nails. If they were someone that maybe only wanted hair, skin, and nails, and that's all I talked about, I will introduce them to other products when I talk about the loyal customer program. You know, I know you want your hair, skin, and nails, but maybe you want to try the facials, or maybe you want to try something from our, you know, vitamins line or whatever in December and January, and they'll go, oh, I didn't know you had more stuff or whatever. So it's another way to introduce different parts of the business or different products in the loyal customer piece. Another piece that I always talk about and stress with you guys is the 30-day loyal customer program. So if you get somebody who gets a triple threat, which is like 92 in volume. Ooh, and I need to tell you about this other way to sell the triple threat. If you get somebody that gets $100 in volume pretty much of triple threat, and they go and find 2 friends that get the triple threat too, now you just got 300 in volume for this 400 box from one customer. From letting them know, hey, if you get some of your friends and family to sign up for anything, I say it doesn't have to be weight loss. If you know somebody that got a bad weave or is going natural and trying to grow their hair out or whatever, you know, someone with alopecia or chemo, going through chemo, hey, you can refer them for hair pills for $30 and you'll get a free box of wraps or a $35 product credit every time that happens in your first 30 days. And I'll tell them how. Go and tag them on my Instagram, on my Facebook before and afters. Give them my number. You can have them call me. Here's my website. take the pressure off of them to have to explain what it is. Say, hey, just give me their number, or hey, just go tag me on my pictures, and if they sign up, you get free stuff. So that's what I like to do. Another side note about selling the triple threat: greens is $33, Fat Fighters $23, ThermoFit is $39, $95, 92 BV. Another thing is loyal customers get 10% back on everything that they order. If you switch out the Fat Fighters for a box of wraps, especially if they were interested in wraps to begin with, but you're like, no, I think you should lose the weight first, greens and ThermoFit, in my opinion, is really what you need. Some people really, really love those Fat Fighters, but a lot of people, if they're serious about losing weight, they're going to be eating healthier anyway. They may not need them as much. So if you can get them to get greens for 30 BV, ThermoFit for 39, and a box of wraps, it changes your BV for that order from 92 to I think 123 or 132 maybe. Whatever that is, they're going to immediately have 13 perk points in their account. And then if they go and share their share wrap site, or if you log in for them and share that site on Twitter or Pinterest, they're going to get another 10 perk points. So you got 13 and 10, it's 23 perk points. Well, guess what? Fat Fighters are 23. So that's a way that you can tell them that they can still get the triple threat and wraps, but they can get the Fat Fighters for free. But you've got more BV coming. It's a higher sale for you. And if they do go and get 2 or 3 friends that replicate that, now instead of you get 92 BV 1 or 2 or 3 times, you got 120 or 130, whatever it is, BV a couple of times. So be creative, when you're doing this, and listen to what people want and find a way to make it make sense and for it to help you as well. Okay, now it's midnight. Any last questions?
No, but so much.
You're breaking up, but I think you said thank you, so you're welcome. So homework, go get results, go get new results, go lose some more weight, go use some skincare, go find 5 people that you can get results, go order that wow, it's so amazing, go get wow, go wow some strangers, go wow yourself, do a video, do it before and after, call all of your people, see where they are with their results, see the last time it was that they posted their results, do they need help getting wrapped, do they need help throwing a wrap party, whatever, and then let's get them posting it and getting them focused on getting the Ruby. All right. Y'all have a good night.
Good night, Fallon.
Good night, Fallon.
All right.